Welcome to Temp Game Dev. In this Roblox Game Development tutorial, we'll guide you through creating a powerful hazard script using Lua. Hazards can add that extra layer of challenge and excitement to your game, making it more engaging for players. Follow along as we break down the script step by step and implement a hazard system in your Roblox game. This is my first attempt at making an explanatory YouTube video. I welcome criticism and requests in the comments. We start by creating folders in the Explorer window. We add a new folder by clicking on the plus sign. Under Workspace, I usually have all parts that belong to the game world under a folder called World. So under the World folder, we add a new folder that we name Hazards. In this folder, we put our parts that will become hazards. Create a few parts and style them with colors and transparencies. Duplicate by Ctrl+D. Under Server Script Service, we create our script. Add it by clicking the plus button and select Script. The name is optional, but I will name it Hazard Service. Starting by creating two variables as references to the Roblox services. Game, GetService, Players, and Game, GetService, Workspace are used to access the Players and Workspace services. Then it's time to create references to accessing hazardsFolder. hazardsFolder variable is set to the hazards folder in the Workspace. We create a variable to access all parts in the hazards folder. hazardsFolder, GetChildren, is used to retrieve all the immediate children of the hazards folder in the Workspace. Time to create the function that will act hazard when a part is touched. Function onHazardTouched otherPart. This line defines a Lua function named onHazardTouched that takes one parameter, otherPart. In Roblox, when something interacts with a part, like a player's character touching a hazard, the touched event is triggered and the function connected to that event receives the part that was touched as an argument, otherPart in this case. Local character equals otherPart.Parent. In this line, otherPart is assumed to be the part of a character that has triggered the touched event. The parent property in Roblox Lua refers to the object that contains the current object. So, otherPart.Parent gets the parent object of the touched part. Local player equals players, GetPlayerFromCharacter. The players, GetPlayerFromCharacter function is used to retrieve the player associated with a given character. In Roblox, each character in the game typically has a corresponding player. The GetPlayerFromCharacter function takes a character as an argument and returns the player associated with that character. The if statement in the script checks two conditions. Player is not nil. The first part of the condition, player, checks if there is a valid player associated with the character that touched the hazard. If player is not nil, meaning there is a valid player, this condition evaluates to true. Character, humanoid exists. The second part of the condition, character. Humanoid, checks if the character has a humanoid property. In Roblox, a character typically has a humanoid object, which represents the main part of the character, like the torso. If character, humanoid exists, this condition evaluates to true. If both conditions are true, meaning there's a valid player and the character has a humanoid property, the code block inside the if statement is executed. For underscore declares a variable, in this case, underscore is a common convention for a variable you don't intend to use, that represents the index of the element in the table. Hazard is a variable that will represent each element, in this case, each hazard, in the hazards table. Appears hazards is an iterator function that returns the index and value for each element in a table. Hazard, touched, connect, onHazardTouched. For each hazard in the loop, this line connects the onHazardTouched function to the touched event of that specific hazard. This means that when a player's character touches any of the hazards in the loop, the onHazardTouched function will be triggered, executing the logic within it. Congratulations! You've just created a hazard script for your Roblox game. Feel free to customize and expand upon the script to fit the theme and style of your game. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more game development content on Temp Game Dev. Happy coding!